How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb Man here.
Oh! What the hell happened? Jari ejected Crosby into the stratosphere. Goes down, no. Goes down. Yes! Yes!
Get over there in no time, Batman.
Oh, gee! Oh!
No, Whack, I'm going for it.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh! Flying potion! Oh, spear! Rhino! Pollock! Where's Vintage Smash? Should have started the Fantastic Finn! Where's Vintage Smacky when you need him? You f***ing idiot! Oh my god!
Oh, are you kidding me? We got 3? Jesus, shut the door.
Holy crap, what the hell?
No, this...
What the hell? Shut the door! What? 77? You've got to be f***ing me! Oh my god! 8-7, Lecavalier gets the hat trick.
We got PK Subban's and Carey Price's celebration down right. $79.99, please. $79.99, please. $79.99, please.
Those! Woo! 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 I did it! Walk off! Dude, oh my god! What the hell? Kryptonian power! With those seatbelts! Oh, good god, this is horrible!
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen here, right?
Oh my god, what's happened?
Lafreniere finds Kubalik.
Laffy Taffy! Captain Lafreniere gets his Seattle Stallions to the Western Conference Finals!
And there it is! Officially, your Seattle Stallions are a dynasty. 3 Stanley Cups in 4 years. Back to back. 6 President's Trophies in a row. 63 wins on the regular season. The greatest team of all time.
Satan! Black Magic gives them the insurance! Oh my god! He's got 3 goals! And they've all been outstanding markers in 2 rounds, 3 goals!
The Toronto Maple Leafs are once again Stanley Cup champions. 2-time, baby! 2-time! What a beautiful squad. What a beautiful team. What a beautiful series. I want to thank everybody for champions of the world.
Wait a minute! Oh my god! He's back! He's back! The fair referee!
Here we go, John Tavares.
Oh! It actually was the 10-hole! Oh my god! I just got my trout!
Premium cigarettes. Smoking a cigarette. What are you looking at?
Oh! I got 2!
Oh my god. Maxim Anisimov, Ukraine Wayne. Get that. Ukraine Wayne. Hat trick in the Stanley Cup Finals. There it is. They won it last year. And again, baby. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. The dynasty has begun. We did it, Nashville. We effing did it, boys. Let's go, man. And for the 3rd time in 4 years, your Utah Yeti are Stanley Cup champions. Dynasty in Utah. I want to thank everybody. Utah, if that's the end, it's been a pleasure. Your year 8, Utah Yeti. We're a dynasty. Well, boys, back at it once again, baby. I told you, Thursday at 4 p.m., and here I am. And it's time to continue our NHL 26 GM Mode commentary with the Calgary Flames. We got year 1. The simulation started in the last video,
and it's going about what everyone thought it would. You know, 13 wins, 14 regulation losses. We're here January 1st, or is that December 1st? That is January 1st, right? No, December 1st. There you go. All the way up to December 1st. In this video, we're going to take it to the trade deadline, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So we're going to see what this season is going to be. Are we going to tank? Are we going to go for it? I think I got one more month. Dustin Wolf has got to go up. We got Kevin Ball injured, though, so that's going to hurt. We might be trading away Rasmus Anderson in this video. Got to change Zane Parek's number to 19. It's still 89 in this game. Why the hell did he change it, man? Why the hell did he change it? How's it going, boys? Good to see you all here today. We're about to get started, and we got some fan art for you here tonight as well. Come on, baby. Let's freaking go. Climax on Kick. How's it going there, buddy? YouTube. You guys already coming in with memberships. Holy shit. And, of course, Twitch. You guys are saying Tank. Is Tank back? Tank 3557. Is he there? Let's go, man. How's it going, Tank? Go down in flames, Johnny. Rasmus Anderson is the only one that makes sense to trade for Tej for the storyline purposes. I don't know if we're going to be able to trade for Tej again, though, with Rasmus Anderson. Why the hell would the Utah Mammoth want to trade away a medium elite young player when they're the worst team in the NHL for a one-year rental? We got to find a team that would be perfectly fine with losing Rasmus Anderson in free agency, just like the Toronto Maple Leafs trading away their first rounders, right? We're going to have to do that because there's no guarantee that Rasmus Anderson's going to extend with that team, so we got to find the right team to pair with, man. Johnny, don't trade Zane. Trade for Tej. Sim to the end of the season, Johnny. We're going to go 2 months here. I would like to give you guys a chance. We'll stop at the trade deadline, and then we can, in the next one, take it from the trade deadline. If we're in the playoffs, then we can stop there at the end of the season. If we're not in the playoffs, we can simulate all the way up to the draft, take care of the draft lottery. Basically, I want to leave it in places where you guys can chime in and really give me some good pointers, right? Red Rocks Ronan, appreciate Red Sox Ronan, appreciate the resubscription, buddy. And yes, one little live stream, and Fat Ass Phil Kessel continues to grow, ladies and gentlemen. 157 pounds. He was below 100, but one little live stream. And also on Kick, it's actually showing my viewers on Kick now. We got 6 viewers on Kick. Come on, baby. Appreciate it, the Reese 31 with the membership. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to get this thing started. What the hell happened last time around? Don't get caught. Don't get caught there, Morgan Frost. 3:35 left here in overtime. In the middle, Connor Zary! Connor Zary from Morgan Frost and the Calgary Flames. They win the second game of the season, baby. Back-to-back, Edmonton and Vancouver. And we are 2-0 to start the year. Getting those points early, baby. Go Mackenzie Weegar. Go Mackenzie Weegar. Go Mackenzie Weegar. Breakaway for the defenseman. Bang! Bang! Mackenzie Weegar. He buries it in overtime. We are absolute demons in the extra frame, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Matthew Tkachuk, you dirty bitch. You bastard. Jake Bean. Jake Bean, a power play late. And the Calgary Flames defeat the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Kevin Ball. Whoa. Kevin Ball has been injured with an MCL sprain. We are only 3 points out of a playoff spot, 3 points out of third. 98.6% penalty kill for the Toronto Maple Leafs in what fucking universe? There's Gavin McKenna, medium franchise. Oh my God. Magic hands, offensive creativity, playmaking ability, similar style, Wayne Gretzky. Oh my God. I would love it. I think we would all love it. Gavin McKenna to the Calgary Flames. It would be real nice. Now, we still have, like, what, another month before halfway through the season, so I mean, we're only like 5 or 6 or 7 points ahead of the worst team in the NHL. So we can still tank for Gavin McKenna. But we all know how the damn draft lottery works in this year. I don't want to be the worst team in the NHL. I want to be somewhere like 5th worst, 6th worst, up to 9th worst, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the golden spots to win the draft lottery every single time, man. So We might have to do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? Oh, man, you guys coming in with the donations and subs. Shikomu, how's it going in Winnipeg there, buddy? Hey, Johnny, great to catch another stream. Regrettably, I won't be able to catch this GM mode as I'm being deployed to Latvia for 6 months. Greetings once again for Winnipeg. Well, good luck, buddy. Oh, my God. He's taking off from Winnipeg. There you go, bud. Thank you very much. MMan07311 with the membership. Appreciate it, my man. Creed101. Pickled Beats with the 5 gifted subs on Twitch. You guys keep on saying Tank. Is Tank back? I can't see his name in the Twitch chat. You guys just might be screwing with me, man. Trevor J with the membership on YouTube. Appreciate it, boys. Yeah, and yes, the membership is going up as well. Only $1 a month, but don't worry, 2BC content will remain free, all right? So, we got the fan art for you guys here today. I'm just going to let you know I'm going to turn into a little bit of a savage during the fan art because we got a lot of shitty fan art, right? We got to be able to weed out the crap so that we can get those golden ones. So, let's get it started here, all right? Barry Flippity Flop, did you just freaking donate? Although there's the current 15 stream streak. I'm seeing all these new updates that I can't even keep up with. Ernie with the follow-on kick. There you go. We got another follow-on kick. Kick is growing, Climax. Kick is getting up there, buddy. Danny Chandler with the membership. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys can hit that join button on YouTube if you want. It's only $1 a month. Trevor J, Shikamu, RICP23. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. All right, so we are going to continue with the Calgary Flames here. We got a bunch of different things that we got to do. Jerseys and captains. I might as well save this for the actual video. Zane Perrick. Got to turn it. You know, we'll just do it right here. Hang on. Zane Perrick. So why did he turn to a number 19 in real life? Does anyone know? Did he just have 89 because someone had 19? 19 is not taken on this team. So Zaner is officially a 19, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Nampa 16 with the follow-on kick. There you go. Kick is growing. Kick is growing. Keenan Iserman. What a last name. Keenan Iserman. Holy shit, buddy. I'm jealous. With the 10 gifted memberships. Appreciate it, my man. Danny Chandler. Ernie SBG. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Johnny, who's wearing number 13? Nobody. We're not allowed to have 13 go to anyone, all right? I really don't want to talk about that because it's kind of depressing, and I don't want to make a part of that a part of the story, but I will listen to you guys. We won't have number 13 out there. Nampa 16 with the follow. Look at all the kick viewers now following Climax, right? We just needed a good damn series. No one gives a shit about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not even the Toronto Maple Leafs. Austin Matthews, a week-long injury that's going to just extend all the way to February. I'm calling it right now. Matthews might come back for a couple of games, and then he's going to re-aggravate something and shut it down to the Olympics. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, that is happening in real life. I'm in your walls, Johnny, with the follow-on kick. Okay, well, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. He's in my walls. Is that? Oh, my God. I don't even want to think about that. Jerry Whip F. Piz Nasty. Nampa. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Good boy Daniel with the resubscription. Thank you, thank you. I hate 2BC has followed. What the fuck? Look at this guy popping up probably on your screen here. Hang on. After Simple Man. Simple Man, appreciate it, buddy. Why is it staying there? Why is Simple Man staying there? I was going to sub on Twitch, but prices have been increased, at least on mobile. And they say charity starts at home. So unfortunately, you just get this. Still, thanks for the entertainment. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. A Goat91 with a follow. All right. All right. There you go. He kicks, man. He kicks. Crazy Juice. Appreciate it. Evil Ghost. Look at our memberships going up, baby. All right. Enough. Thank you very much for all the support. Let's get this thing started, though, all right? So I'm just going to let you guys all know we got the fan art. If there's anything offensive or disrespectful, I do apologize. You guys can send in fan art to our Discord. There'll be links down in each and every single chat. We're always in there talking, watching hockey with the fans, right? So you guys can join our Discord at any time. There's fan art on the left side. There's fan art resources, so you can piggyback on what other people already did. There's pictures of all the Calgary Flame players, the logos, all that good stuff, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the fan art for the first time in NHL 26. Kickcom official with the follow. Appreciate Evil Ghost, Crazy Juice. Thank you very much, guys.
Calgary just lit the match, folks. Johnny Superman back in the big chair.
Former GM of the Calgary Flames back in 2012 has returned to save this godforsaken franchise once
once again. Calgary's
Godforsaken franchise. Oh, man, whoever made this, not appreciating the Calgary Flames. Look at this, man. So what did he do? Just put in some prompt to Sora, like Johnny Superbman, newest general manager of sports broadcast. They even got Sportsnet up there, man. It's crazy. But I'm going to start to really criticize a Sora fan art that's not done well, right? Hell yeah, it's gone up. What the hell is this? NHL 13 GM mode commentary. Oh, you are all little kids watching it, and now you're old men, bald with 3 kids, a mortgage, a wife, a job that you hate, but you're still watching NHL 26, the Calgary Flames. It's gone full circle, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Alex Dubois. I don't even remember these freaking bums from my Calgary Flames GM mode. Alex Dubois, apparently a goaltender. Okay. Hunter Shinkaruk. Now, I remember this name. Did he even have an NHL player, man? Was he even have an NHL career, this guy? Hunter Shinkaruk. I don't even remember. That is crazy.
Superman is going to turn the Calgary Flames into a modern-day dynasty. The NHL should be on alert.
Terrible, terrible. Thank you, Barack. Terrible. All right, those ones don't work anymore. A good couple of years ago. Terrible. Ass. Pepe, hopefully you cry yourself to sleep. Terrible. Leland Irving. What in the fuck, man? So we had Alex Dubois and Leland Irving as our 2 goaltenders. I don't even remember that. John, please hire me as an assistant GM. Sven Barcheesi. Sven Barcheesi, man. Did he have an NHL career at all? Calgary, what the hell happened to these players, man? Were they at all any good, man? Does anyone remember these guys? Mrs. Superbman 81 with the follow. What the fuck? Yes. Yes, they did. Let's go. I made it. Let's go, Habs fan. You are in the live stream, brother. All right. Sounds good. Bunch of minor
Ladies and
leaguers.
gentlemen of the hockey gaming community.
What the
It is I, Brandeep Shana Handahar, your
Oh,
appointed
for fuck's
Chief
sake.
Inspector of Integrity
I'm banned.
in the hallowed
I'm
archives
cancelled.
of 2BC's GM mode. With
I'm
GM
cancelled.
Superman starting his next franchise, we
All
must
right.
first expose the exploits that defined his last one. Today, we investigate the truth behind the so-called 4-peat dynasty by the
What do you
Philadelphia
mean?
Flyers.
I
One
cheated?
achieved through methods that veer dangerously into cheating. Before we assign any asterisks to recent championships, it is essential to understand the broader context.
Jesus.
The long and dubious history
Welcome
of
to
Superman's
Brampton,
managerial
my
tactics.
hometown.
Exhibit A, the notorious Black Magic incident. Down 0-3 in the series against Pittsburgh, a miraculous comeback unfolded.
All right, I gotta dip
Satan!
into some black magic of my own, all right? We have to. We just gotta do it. And Satan's coming up, boys. Black magic. Here we go. All right.
Credible sources confirmed that in a moment of desperation, the GM Superman sold his soul to Satan himself to complete the historic reverse sweep.
We
Jim
did win the cup.
Superman
We
sells
did win the
his
cup.
soul for the sake of the city. And
That's
the
not
people of
cheating.
Toronto.
That's me making a
I sold my
sacrifice
soul for
for
everyone.
for the people. of
Exhibit B, the Vegas Golden Knights franchise. After suffering painful playoff defeats, management was caught red-handed re-simming games. This was a direct assault on the sanctity of franchise mode. Exhibit C. After numerous
I
playoff
didn't
failures,
re-sim.
GM Superman
That's
pathetically gave up,
bullshit.
handing over all control to none other than General Zod.
General Zod is the new general manager of the Colorado
I
Avalanche,
gave
baby.
what?
Unsurprisingly, Zod used his superpowers to destroy the competition and deliver a
Zod
championship.
became the.
And
I-
now, we arrive at the latest controversy.
What I do
The
now?
so-called 4-peat dynasty. On paper, this achievement appears historic. 4
Yeah.
straight Stanley Cups. But beneath the surface lies a troubling reality. By exploiting the coach conversations mechanic, the Flyers transformed into an unstoppable
Oh,
playoff
fuck
juggernaut.
off! If it's in the
The
game.
results speak for themselves. An
Oh,
abnormal spike
shut
in win
up.
rate
Shut
when it
the
mattered
fuck.
most.
Enough of this.
Having considered
Get out
all
of here with your damn Enough of this, all right? My God, I really have to friggin' look through these. I don't know what the hell you guys are gonna do. The friggin' Vegas one, I dropped frames, man. What are you guys talking about? I got caught. We've been live streaming this shit since like 2020, man. How can I do it? John Boschel with the membership on YouTube. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Nice name. Nice name, buddy. All right, here we go. John, when he starts GM mode. Oh, here we go. Old memes, ladies and gentlemen. Terrible old memes right there. Yeah, Via Pro. It's coming back. Don't worry. It's coming back. Jesus. Trading Zane Perrick would be a big kick in the ball. Did you put friggin' Ball's face? Oh my God, this poor guy, man. Why is Balls on the bottom? Oh, this guy's last name is gonna get him in trouble in our fan art. That's not right, man. Hear me out, all right? 3-team trade. Rasmus to a team that needs him in exchange for a young stud, and then the acquired prospect goes to Utah for Joe Iginla or Tija Iginla. So a 3-team trade. Well, maybe EA Sports will add a 3-team trade in NHL 35 or some shit, because you can't do it in this game, man. It's ridiculous. We want Tej. There you go, Calgary Flame fans. They want him. Bye-bye, Zane Perrick. I gotta do it, buddy. What the fuck? Oh, is that Thatcher Demko making the Thatcher Demko making a stack the pads type soccer save in our very first game, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. The future. Hey, it's Zane Perrick. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm trading him. I'm trading him right now. The guy can't even go up steps into the NHL. You think he's going to carry us to a Stanley Cup? Can't even. No, it's over. No, he's gone. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I have the advanced scouts, all right? I would have never come across this beautiful footage right now. The guy can't skate. He can't even walk, all right? No, we're not having that. Johnny, he's either drunk or high. No, we're trading him. Tej, get ready, buddy. My goal is to surpass my idol's stats below and be as great, if not greater than him. Who is this? Dustin Wolfen? Is that Mika Kiprusoff? Kiprusoff. Kevin Badger. Why not have both Tej and Zane? Well, I don't know if we have any other pieces that we can trade to Utah to get him back, but we'll get to that, right? There's a lot of moving parts right here. So I think Dustin will pass Mika Kiprusoff. He's not going anywhere in this universe,
He's
right?
a rookie this season. We'll see
Zane.
if we can develop him, but I might want to trade him away. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, my God. Flashbang the fans. Thanks a lot.
Oh, DD. Oh, what it is? Oh,
Fuck!
What?
How am I going to convince them to give me Tija Iginla for Rasmus Andersson?
See, they're dead
We're
last.
the worst fucking team. We got to trade Zaner. We got to trade Zaner.
Listen, Calgary, we gotta do it! Do you want Tej? Don't fucking scream at me! Look at this. Look at this, man. Freaking team hasn't made the playoffs 3 years in a row.
I'm
There's
going to have to force this one through, man. Perek is gone. Perek is gone, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Enough of this slop. I don't even know. You had a joke there going for a second, and you just never wrapped it up. Terrible. All right, 4 out of 10. Terrible. That's right. I'm being a savage now. I don't give a shit how much work you guys put into it. Don't care. What the hell is this? Is this all the Calgary Flame jerseys over the years? Ooh, I don't know which one I like the most, man. The one back in 04 when Jerome Iginla was taking them to the final, the dark one, the red one with the black logo, that was really nice, man. There's a lot in there, though, man. A storied franchise, right? A deep history, indeed. Hey, Johnny, here's a trade proposal idea for you. Rasmus Andersson and a 4th to Toronto in exchange for Matt Nyes and Easton Cowan. Calgary fans, do we want that? I mean, I got my eyes on Tija Iginla. Wouldn't be a bad bet, though, with Matt Nyes locked up and then get 2 prospects. I do want to get 2. If I can get 2 firsts and a prospect for Rasmus Andersson, that's what I'm going for. The Toronto Maple Leafs would be stupid enough to do that. Let me tell you.
Johnny Superb Man, it's your old pal Hank Hill. Congratulations on becoming the Calgary Flames general manager. I'm here to talk about a sponsorship with Strickland Propane. I'm looking to expand into the Canadian market, and I'm thinking the Flames could help with that. But I need you to trade for a younger player for the current roster to put fans in the stands see my ads. If you don't, I might have to go to Edmonton.
Oh, man. The AI got a little bit confused there at the end, man. Hank Hill is back. When was the freaking Strickland Propane fan art? Wasn't that the beginning of our fan art back in like 14 or 15, right? Like with Arizona or with the Quebec. Was it Phoenix? It was Phoenix back in 2015. Hank started our damn fan art with shitty ass tweets. Remember that? Look how far we've come in 10 years, ladies and Look how far we've come in 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm getting trolled by these fucking assholes using AI. I'm going to get canceled. I'm so going to get canceled. You guys are going to get me in so much trouble with this shit. It can be taken out of context, man. Holy crap, dude.
Johnny Superb Man has won everywhere he's gone. This is a home run hire for the Flames. Wrong. This is a joke considering Johnny being rumored to be a frequent flyer to a certain top secret Tickle Island. In other news,
what?
Considering a career in coaching post-retirement, Calgary among teams to be interested.
What? So Ovi's gonna coach again? I was on Epstein Island, man. Oh shit. Well, the list is coming out, right? Well, I can't hide for much longer, I guess. Thank you very much, Calgary. You just you hired a big problem for you. Oh my God. You see what I mean? A mere accusation is enough to get me canceled. I'm now. I don't even know. I got Brendan Shanahan as Shandahor. I got the things that I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I'm gonna get in who the heck? Oh, is that Connor? Connor McDavid. Now wait a minute. That is sacrilege. It looks good. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I couldn't even go through with that. The Battle of Alberta, Edmonton would just. They would have to implode. They would not be able to enjoy watching their team anymore. I will riot. This is what I mean, dude. You can't have that. That would be terrible. Connor McDavid, upon hearing the news that the provincial rival Calgary Flames have hired GM Superbman. Well, I regret signing that extension. Why I think re-signing at Edmonton was a good idea. Well, we'll see, Connor. Can you win a Stanley Cup in the first 3 years, man?
Welcome to Calgary, John. I want to wish you the best of luck in turning around this franchise.
Lanny?
I want you to beat up that piece of shit team on Edmonton. So please pick up a grinder or enforcer. The man with the goat stash, Lanny McDonald. I also know a guy.
Oh my God, 0 out of 10, man. Not only it began to fuck up at the end. Oh my God, brother. I'm a 0 out of 10. Yeah, 0 out of 10. Big ol' L's everywhere in the chat. Dude, that was terrible. That was terrible, all right? You need to get your shit together because editing, I don't know if it's in your future, buddy. Oh my, even with AI, he couldn't get it right. Oh, I'm becoming a savage. I don't care. I don't care if any of the Pepes are crying themselves to sleep. I don't care, man. I can't embrace this stuff anymore, right? I got to embarrass people so they don't do it anymore. There you go. Jerome, Joe and Tej. All roads lead home. Ginlas on Calgary. I like that, man. ESPN special, The Decision. Another one?
So, Johnny, what is your decision?
I've decided that my next venture will be back in the great
Venture?
Canadian North, in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains, Calgary, Alberta.
My venture. Meanwhile in Calgary. I think we've seen this exact freaking fan art before for something else, didn't we? Oh my God, man. People are scraping the bottom of the barrel here. My venture. I don't sound anything like that. My venture. For this GM mode, make sure no player in this series wears 13. I will. But like I said, I don't even want to bring that up, guys. It's not going to make it into the videos. I don't want to use that as a storyline. I just want to show respect. But I will listen to you guys. Number 13 will not be used, all right?
Kiss my ass.
Hey, Nas, I was wondering if you could change your scheme fit. What'd he say? He said, kiss my ass? Right, I was having a conversation with Nazem Kadri, trying to ask him if he'd be up for changing his chemistry so he could work on the first line. What did he say to me?
Kiss my ass.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, The Dream. I have all the faith in you. I'm actually playing you on the first line, and that's what you're going to do to me. Appreciate it, buddy. For fuck's sakes. Calgary, I am so sorry. I really am. This is the fans. This is not me. I can't escape it, man. And the thing is, this is going to become a story going forward. They're just going to embrace it. I can't get away from it. I can't escape it. I am canceled. I am. The long-lost fourth Ball brother. Kevin Ball, Alonzo, LaMelo, and I forgot the other guy. There you go. The Ball brothers, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty good. That's a good one. That's clever. So you don't have to have the AI, just a clever little image like that. That's pretty damn good. Leangelo, Johnny. Leangelo. There you go, man. Kevin, man, I'm surprised they didn't. Levin Ball? All right, here we go. Your new goalie coach has arrived. I forgot that Vesitoskala played on Calgary. Was he good on Calgary or was he good on San Jose? I know he was shit on Toronto. I forget which teams he went to, man. Johnny LeKevin Ball. There you go. Fucking hell, dude. What is it with all of our younger players getting back spasms? Zane Perek and now Samuel Hansing.
Man, that spot again. There's like a knife in there. Oh, that's brutal.
Are you two kidding me? You soft geriatrics are getting sent down. Zane, you might want to start looking for a place in Utah.
Exactly. Our younger players, fucking hell, man. With their back spasms. Our two youngest guys, Zane Perrick and freaking, what's his name? Honzig. Holy shit. All right, so thank you everyone for sending in the fan art today. If you guys would like to create your own fan art, we're going to be using that in our videos. If it's really good, it'll make the video. And you can find all the fan art from the last 3 GM modes, Utah, Philadelphia, and now here with Calgary on our secondary YouTube channel, 2BC Clips, all right? So if you make something, it will be immortalized, all right? You'll have that reaction, but please, God, for the sake of the stream, create something better than these zeros that we saw here today. Terrible. Terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Creed 101, fun fact, San Jose chose to keep Toskala over Kiprasov. Oh, my God. J.D. Morris, well, they got Nabokov pretty soon, so they're all right. Howie Fletcher Snatch. Howie Fletcher Snatch, what the fuck? All right, I'm done reading shit. I am done reading. I gotta read this. Captain Noble, 1446. Hey, Johnny, been watching your videos since the fair referee. And a word of advice of a native Calgarian. Keep bruisers like Lomberg for the fans. Trust me. Oh, my God. You want me to build a team full of Lombergs? God damn it, Calgary. No wonder your team is in a terrible spot. What are the fans asking for? Keep Lomberg. Holy shit, man. We're trying to build a dynasty here. Let me do my thing, but I appreciate it, Captain Noble. Keep Lomberg for the freaking... I guess you could have a tough guy in your fourth line and get away with it, right? All right. So, let's do... Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Headset off. There it is. Other headset on. There we go. All right, let's do a little timing check. You guys let me know if you can hear first. Can you hear that? Can you hear the menus moving back and forth? Yeah, all right. Kevin Badger, fun fact, San Jose traded Kipper for a pick that became Mark-Edward Vlasic. Kipper then beat San Jose in the playoffs that same year. Goaltenders, trading goalies in your division. San Jose and Calgary, same division? I don't know about back then. They are in the Pacific now, but yeah, trading goalies for tough guys to teams in your division, dangerous. Even in your own conference, right? Dangerous, man. Especially back in the day, because I think back in the day it was like the playoffs were 1 through 8 over the conferences, right? So you could trade someone to another division, same conference, and have that matchup in round number 1. If it's a goalie, if it's a tough guy, that's rough, dude. All right, so let's do a little timing check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How we doing? How we looking, ladies and gentlemen? Hasek was traded from Chicago to Buffalo. Good? Good wood? All right, we are good. All right, so I got that up. We are good here. I can bring that back. So in this video, I got my list. We got Kevin Ball injured till January. So this December is going to be our run. Okay, I'm going to give it one more go to see if this team can potentially make the playoffs. If not, we're then going to make the changes. Zane Perrick changed to 19. Already did that. Everyone wants to tank. Next month, decide. Playoff spot. Change lines after loss. Yes, we're going to be getting very aggressive. After every loss, I'm going to be making minor line changes to try to really get as many wins in this month as we can. And then halfway through, if it's not working, we're going to be making some trades. All right, so I want to get to game 40. So let me just look in the calendar. We've played, 27 games so far? 13 and 14. Yeah, we played 27 games. There's 3, 6, 9, 11... 13. There's 13 games, right? So yeah, this will get us up to game 40 if we get through December. So game 40, then we can make those decisions. Now, question to all of you guys. Here's my plan. I want to send Samuel Honzig and Zane Perrick down to the minors for this next month. Honzig has got a -2, 0 goals in 25 games played. Play him on the first line of the AHL. Same thing with Zane Perrick. Give the chance for our NHL team to play better. If we end up trading away everyone in a month from now because we are a true tanking team, I'll bring them back up and I'll give Zane Perrick top line minutes with Mackenzie Weegar so that we develop him. I'll give Samuel Honzig top 6 minutes with Frost, Sharon, go. I might maybe top 3, maybe top 9 minutes, right? Won't Zane go to the juniors? I don't think so. No, I don't think so, man. Hang on. Won't Zane go to juniors? Let me see if he does. He played in the NHL, though. You know what? Let's just do a little test here. Zane Perrick, call to the NHL. 2-way waivers. So if I send him back down, send down to the minors. Junior, send down to the minors. Does he get sent down to junior? So you can't send him down without losing him forever? That's dangerous, man. I didn't know that. It says Junior Johnny, so if you send him down, he's gone forever. So you can't bring him back up. Read the screen. You'll be required. Junior eligible players must be returned to the CHL and will no longer be eligible to be called up to the NHL. All right, so never mind about Zane. All right, so we'll keep him on the team. We'll see what we can do. All right, so I might as well just keep Samuel Homzig up here as well. All right, sounds good, ladies and gentlemen. That's dumb because that's not how real life works. Read the screen, Johnny. I know. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right, is there anything else that you guys would like to chime in with? Let's see the line changes, right? We might as well make some line changes before we start the simulation again. So, do you guys want Coronado back on the first line instead of Connor Zary? Green light. Coronado. Tank right away. Listen, we're going to be fine, man. It's another 13 games. We've already lost like 14 on the year. What do you guys think? Yes. All right, so Coronado's going to be on that top line. Zary, Frost, Sharangovich. Let's see, Blake Coleman. All right, get that +1 back in there. Backlund, Sharangovich, and Farabee. Honzig, Kirkland, and Pospisil. Lomberg. All right, that looks good. Defensively, Uyghur and Anderson. Zane Perrick is going to play down here. We're still waiting for Kevin Ball to come back. Miramanov doesn't really matter, so our blue line's looking a little bit weak, man. Let's go. Do we want to throw anyone else in the power play, or do we want to use Zary and Coronado and Uyghur? What do you guys think about the power play? Zane top 4, Johnny? Not yet. Not until I commit to tanking. He's the worst defenseman on paper. We're just going to protect him in Honzig, and then when we trade away Rasmus Anderson, we'll move him to the first line with Mackenzie Uyghur, okay? That's the plan, because that will do two things. It'll develop Zane, and it'll also make our team worse so that the tank job is better for us, all right? So we'll do that. That's fine. Boom, boom. Frost on the power play. I think Frost is on the second line power play. There he is with Backlund, Sharangovich, Zane Perrick. Although we don't really have a shooter on this power play here. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Penalty kill, Backlund, Coleman, Uyghur, Anderson, Farabee, Kadri, the two-way forwards. Yeah, that's all good. All right. So we're good, ladies and gentlemen. We are good. Is there anything else? Anything else? Put Honzig in front of the net on the power play. We'll do that when we're tanking. Right now, I'm going to see if we can win as many games as possible, all right? Anything else? Or are we ready to start this sucker? Tanking would be smart, but McKenna in back-to-back GM modes is kind of boring for the stories. If you say so, childish man. Childish man right there. I want him. Gavin McKenna, Landon DuPont, both the Ginla brothers, and bang. All right, there's my dynasty. I'm perfectly fine with that, dude. All right, so let's start it up. All right, got it. Sonny Edu. Here we go. Kevin Badger, I appreciate all the donations and subs, but it is off now, all right? So I'll bring this back for the start of the video. If you guys want to go crazy, go ahead. Actually, no, we'll just start the video with it right there. So go ahead, go nuts in the chat, and go nuts in the emote section there, Twitch. We're about to get this thing started. Monk 42, that would be an insane team. Hell yeah, Monk. Hell yeah, buddy. If I could get that crew together, and then what? We just need to find, like, a second defenseman, right? Hold on to Zane Perrick with his Landon DuPont. Although that's two offensive defensemen, so I don't know. I do not know. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, that is enough vamping. There is our intro. We're already 40 minutes into this thing. Let's go. All right, 2 months. Let's start it up. I forgot this was live. Yeah, Norcless, this is live, buddy. This is live. The edited version will go up later tonight. But we always like to do this live because I need to talk with the fans about what could be happening. All right, let's go. Let's go. Start it up, chat. Start it up, emote wall. Let's go, Twitch Scouts. You guys are the ones right here I need to rely on, all right? Here we go. All right. So I'll just do this, then switch to that, and we're good. All right. All right, go nuts. I'm about to start right here, right now. Here we go. There we go. The chat's lit up. Emote wall's there. All right, here we go. All right, Calgary. You had to just come in at that time, huh, Condo? Condude? Threw me off, man. I was looking at the damn chat, then this thing pops up. God damn it. All right, hang on. I got it again. Laugh your asses off. There you go. I'm ridiculous. All right. Now I can't get started. Fuck it. Just send it. All right. right, Calgary, we are back, and it's time to continue our NHL 26 GM mode commentary with the Calgary Flames, baby. We got year one started in the last episode, and our record, 13, 14, and 0. This is about what everyone expected. We're live streaming right now on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. There is all the streaming scouts. Let me get off the screen just so I can show you guys what the plan is for this episode, right? So, with a record of 13, 14, and 0, not looking like we're going to be a playoff-bound team, but we're only 3 points out of a playoff spot, right? We're not even halfway through the season. So my plan is to continue what we were doing in the last video. I'm going to give it one more month, all right? In this month of December, there's 13 games. That will take us up to game 40. At that point, if it's clear that we're not a playoff-bound team, I will begin the tank. Now, I want to trade away Rasmus Anderson and Blake Coleman this year. There might be another piece that I decide to move on from, but if we wait all the way to the trade deadline to trade those guys, right, we might get a few more wins than we wanted to. So in this video, we're either going to decide to trade away Rasmus Anderson right there at January 1st. We're going to decide if we want to hold on to him till the trade deadline to see if there's a better acquisition, and make the decision to either straight up tank for Gavin McKenna or at least try to go for it, because we got some veterans on this team with no movement clauses. It would be extremely disrespectful to just say to them, hey man, just check out, right? Just give up on your career. We're tanking here in Calgary. I can't trade you. I still want to have that ability to compete, right? I don't want Calgary Flame fans to just tune out of their hockey team. So we're going to give it one more month. We're going to see what we can do. I'm going to get very aggressive with the line changes, all right? And we've already done some line changes here. Coronado back on the first line. Coleman back on the second line. Honzig's down there on the fourth. I was thinking about sending these guys back to the AHL, but one more month, and if I trade away Blake Coleman, Honzig could be the guy to move up there to the top 6 just to try to develop him for next season, right? And that'll do two things. It'll make us worse so that we lose more games and also develop the guy. And the same thing with our defensive core. I'll trade away Rasmus Anderson and then let Zane Perrick finish off the year on the first line alongside Mackenzie Weegar. Again, it accomplishes two things. Zane Perrick gets the time to develop, and our team is going to simulate a lot worse, right? But before we get into the tank mode, I want to see what we can do. What's the worst team in the NHL right now? We got 26 points. The Kings are at 21. The Mammoth, Tisha Ginla at 19. Hang on. I was on the wrong screen, right? There you go. 19 and 20. So we're only 7 points ahead of the worst team in the NHL. And we all know that when it comes to the freaking draft lottery in this game, if you're the worst team, you will never win it, right? There's like an 80% chance that it'll be someone else. Do you know where I want to finish the year? Somewhere around the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th position. 5 to 9. If I can finish in there, because that is usually who gets the first or second overall pick, right? Gavin McKenna would be nice. Verhoff, a defender, 6'4", 212. Stenberg, Lawrence, Rubrick. Look at this guy, Belshitz, man, 6'4", 231. So there's definitely some good players here. We don't need to get the third overall pick by making sure that we're the worst team. If I finish like top 5 or bottom 5, bottom 6, we'll still end up with something good, all right? And that might be the trade bait that we get to acquire Tisha Ginla. Instead of it being Zane Perrick, because I was reading your comments, you guys want him on the team, we could trade away the 6th overall pick, the 7th overall pick, the 10th overall pick with a prospect to bring him in, right? So we can do a lot of different things here today, ladies and gentlemen. So on the calendar for the month of December, we got 13 games. We're going to have a fun night of simulating against the Edmonton Oilers, Battle of Alberta, so we'll jump into that game, and also the Utah Mammoth. I'd love to see what they're doing as well. So ladies and gents, let's stop wasting time and let's get back to simulating. We also have Kevin Ball out injured till January, so we got to get through this month without Kevin Ball, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so also, oh yeah, we have the conversations, but we did the conversations last time. Let me see, Uberdo is already good. Kadri, we need to see if Kadri's the one. Hang on. Kadri is the one conversation that we want to try to have here. We're trading away everyone else, but if Kadri's chemistry, we can get a little bit better. Fucking Jesus, Kadri, the second time in the year? Everyone else except, all right, the dream becoming a nightmare right now for Calgary. He does not like it here. He is not listening to me or for the head coach, ladies and gentlemen. It's becoming a problem, let me tell you. All right, so let's get back to the simulating here, all right? Up first, the Nashville Predators with a record of 12-13-0. We got to beat a team like this. Okay, straight up, got to beat a team like this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, tank time, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Coronado's been injured with a separated shoulder. His estimated return February 28th. The end of February. I mean, ball is out till we're in December. That is 3 months. Coronado is out. We have been hit with the injury bug hard here, ladies and gentlemen. And we win against the Nashville Predators. All right, so let's do this together because this is a significant injury right here, right? So who we putting on the first line, ladies and gentlemen? I will go Hanzig, but we want to try to win games right now. So it's gotta be two ways. Connor Zary? Is it gonna be Connor Zary, ladies and gentlemen? I think Connor Zary might have to be the one. Then we can move up Sharon Govich. Backlund, Pospisil, you can move up there as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lomberg. Can I get Lomberg in there to help out a little bit? Oh my God, this is brutal. This is brutal. There is no escape in this, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go with Connor Zary on the first line, Sharon Govich on the second line. The third line gets weaker. The fourth line is terrible now. What about the power play, right? Oh, Klapka now is on the power play. All right, so we're going to give the power play time to, let me see here, Frost. Yeah, you know what? We're going to give it to the playmaker, Morgan Frost, right? That way, Frost comes off the second line power play for Blake Coleman. I'll throw him in there, all right? Blake Coleman can play down the middle, try to play in the bumper position, try to get some deflections, some rebounds right there from the middle of the ice. That is brutality, all right? That hurts us big time, ladies and gentlemen. So, Matt Coronado out. Let me just show you guys. Coronado out. Kevin Ball out. Long-term injuries right here. Johnny Zane on the first line power play. I don't want to do that just yet. I told you guys what the strategy is. This month, we're going to see what we have and see what happens halfway through the season. If we make the decision to tank, then Zane is going to be on the first line everything, all right? But let me do it this way, even though Kadri's being an asshole. Up next, the Minnesota Wild, 17-9-1. They have won 8 of their last 10. There's 2 in a row. There's 2 in a row. And you know how we're winning games? Dustin Wolf keeping the puck out of the net, ladies and gentlemen. Vitek Vanecek, he's only got 2 wins in 11 games. They're 6-15-8. Surely the Calgary Flames can get a win right here. Hunter Bristovich has been injured with an injured foot. All right, that's an AHL player. A 2-0 loss. So we got another great game for Dustin Wolf, but we lose to Utah, the worst team in the NHL. So we're winning. We're all over the place, man. We really are. Up next, the Buffalo Sabres, 14-11-3. Is this the year the Sabres get through? A 5-1 loss right there. All right, so I said I wanted to be a very aggressive with the line changes, right? So if we're losing some games, I'm going to give Sharon Govich a chance up there. Zary, you can play on that second line. Klapka, you're out of there for Lomberg, all right? We're just going to try some things. Defensively, Zane Perrick, you're going to move up. Miramanov, actually, no, there you go. Switch these two. There it is. Zane is moving up. We're just going to do some line changes, try to be aggressive with it, right? We'll see. Next up, the Detroit Red Wings. They are 29-1. They're looking like a good team, man. Advance the day. And that's a 4-2 win. All right, so we make some line changes. Not bad. Adar Suniev, that is our AHL, so I'll just replace the player. That's fine. Hunter Bristovich is back. We want to get Hunter playing. He is our top 4 guy that we are focusing on, right? So, Bristovich, you're going back in there on the first line there, buddy. There you go. Next up, as we switch to the AHL calendar, next up, the LA Kings. They are below 500. We're 16-16-0. We're at 500, baby. Dustin Wolf up against Darcy Kemper. Come on, Dustin Wolf. Show me what's good there, brother. 7-2 loss. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. There's not much that we can do. We're losing to the bad teams. We're beating some good teams. The San Jose Sharks, Macklin Celebrini. Ah, man, 3-2 overtime loss. We're getting to the end of the season here, or the end of the month, ladies and gentlemen, and things are not looking good. We just can't go on that extended winning streak. Let's see if we got something else that we can do, all right? Let's move Zary up. Let's go Farabee, Frost, and Sharon Govich. Let's move Pospisil down for Hanzig. There you go. Moving Hanzig up a little bit. Let's go. You know what? Let's try it out. Zane Perrick on the first line. All right. Rasmus Anderson on the second line with Jake Bean. There you go. I'm changing it up, man. We got to try something. Got to try some line changes. See what we can do. The Seattle Kraken with a good record. 20-10-1. Let's see. That's a 5-4 win. All right. Helping out Dustin Wolf right there. What about the Vegas Golden Knights? We have their first rounder for this season. They're 18-13-1. That could go south for them in a quick way. Come on. Beat Vegas. Beat Vegas, Calgary, just to make our pick better. Just to make it. Yes! That's a regulation win over the Vegas Golden Knights. Come on. Come on, baby. That's what I like to see. What do we got next? This is the first game against Edmonton on the road. So the Battle of Alberta, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 6-1 loss. Connor McDavid went off. And now we got Hockey Night in Canada. The rematch. They got a record of 21-12-5. I want to jump in and see what we have here between the Flames and the Oilers. We get some gameplay in there. I wouldn't mind seeing Connor McDavid with his wheels, right? See how fast he is in the game with the AI. First period, underway. That's a goal for the Nuge, a short-handed marker. Second period, oh man, it's not going well. Leon Draisaitl and Adam Henrique. And the third period, brutality. They got 4 unanswered before Sharon Govich gets us back to within 1, but it's not enough. The Edmonton Oilers on a back-to-back against the Battle of Alberta. And now we have another injury. Morgan Frost spraining his ankle. Oh, this is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. I got 2 more games before the end of the month. Let's advance it. Let's see. Up against the Boston Bruins. That's an overtime loss right there. And the last game, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the freaking fans right now. Hang on. I'm going to have to show you guys something. Hang on. The fans are just yelling, tank, tank, Johnny, tank. I hear ya. Didn't you hear what I had to say about my damn freaking strategy? We're going to get through the month, man. Just calm down, tank, tank. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear you guys. Don't worry, man. Last game up against the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see. And that's a 2-1 win. It's a weird team, man. Weird team. All right, so let's get a save in there. And let's take a look at absolutely everything. Create new file. All right, so Dustin Wolf still having a good season with a 911 save percentage. We're not scoring goals. 19-19-2. Let's see where we're sitting. 6 points out of a playoff spot from the San Jose Sharks. We're only 5 out of a playoff spot, although the Winnipeg Jets do have 2 games in hand. Only 5 games out of a playoff spot. If we could just bang home a couple of wins, right? But I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going the way we want. And if we're going to be the worst team in the NHL, try to make the best odds, we're 9 points now ahead of the Mammoth. That's like 5 games. We got to go on like a 5-game losing streak, right? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this team is just not good enough to get it done. Let's see the team stats around the entire NHL. I'm just interested in the goals for per game. Let's see. Let's see, second worst for goals for per game. There you go. That's why we're losing games, all right? Dustin Wolf is actually having a decent season, but he's getting no goal-scoring support. None whatsoever. Goals against per game? Yeah, I mean, he's got a good save percentage. Dustin Wolf is doing his best. The stats tell me we're one of the worst goals against teams. We're one of the worst goals for teams. The only reason we have more wins than we should is because of our goaltender, Dustin Wolf, all right? It's as simple as that. On the road, we're 12-8-1. At home, 7-11-1. Our penalty kill percentage, dear God, dead last in the NHL, 78%. What were the Leafs at now? There you go. Toronto dropped back down to earth, thank God. Power play percentage, let's see. We're like bottom 10, 12.9%. All right. So it should be said, I know you guys want me to tank. When I look at this team, I mean, making the playoffs is a struggle. Forget about winning a Stanley Cup, right? So that means, ladies and gents, it is time to start shopping around Rasmus Anderson. All right. So let's see what teams he wants to go to. There's 26 teams. Oh, there's a bunch of teams. All right. So there's only like, 6 teams he doesn't want to go to. So let's first see if there's any fine trades that we can do for Rasmus. Now, his trade value is way up there. So yeah, there's just no teams. Not that they're not interested. It's just no teams feel like they have the value to match what I'm asking for. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this manually. So what do we want with Rasmus Anderson? Anderson. So the first thing that we're just going to squash right here, I cannot trade Rasmus Anderson to Utah for Tej Aginla, right? Now, I know I could probably make it go through in the game, but when it comes to trades, this is why I live stream, this is why we have our YouTube Kick and Twitch Scouts. We try to make it as fair as possible so I'm not fleecing the game and making it too easy on me, right? A team like the Utah Mammoth would not want to give up a player like this for a rental. You got to find a team that is way at the top of the division. Like the Vancouver Canucks, they might be all in this year, but you also have to consider you might be losing Rasmus Anderson for nothing. So you got to find a team that is willing to trade away 2 firsts and a prospect and might miss out on that player just because he's good enough to actually try to win a Stanley Cup in 1 year, right? So Vancouver, Vegas, we already got the draft picks from Vegas, although Vegas 2017-1, we don't want to trade Rasmus Anderson to Vegas, right? Because that's just going to make them better. We don't want to do that. We want to find a buying team, right? What about the Winnipeg Jets? Rasmus Anderson, 21-14-3. Basically, if they're a buying team, their draft picks for upcoming years are at an all-time low. So I could do something like this. Skaters matching the block, Jaeger, right? Like, I could do something like that, and I might be able to get it to go through. I might have to add something myself, but you're getting 2 firsts and a prospect. Now, are they good enough to say, hey, we're going for a Stanley Cup, 21-14-3? That's not great, right? Anaheim, Boston, we're trying to find the best of the best here. Best of the best. Now, the Colorado Avalanche, they're a buyer, but they don't want him, so we can't do that. Columbus, no. Now, the Dallas Stars. That's an interesting one, right? The only problem about the Dallas Stars, this is year 1. I don't think they're going to have much cap space for next season, right? Extensions. Let's see. Did they extend out? They haven't extended anybody, but I think they got a bunch coming up, don't they? Hang on a second. Rantanen's there. Tyler Seguin has got 1 year left. There you go. Robertson, right. They got to sign Robertson. There you go. Thomas Harley. They got to sign Harley, right? Like, how are they going to afford him? Now, Dallas might be all in. They've had back-to-back conference finals. That might be a team that we want to go for. So Dallas right now probably at the top of that list. Detroit's a seller. Edmonton. What about the Oilers, ladies and gentlemen? The thing about Edmonton that scares me, I don't really want first rounders from Edmonton. We want to take a chance at perhaps getting a lottery pick, right? Edmonton with McDavid and Draisaitl, they will be making the playoffs every single year, so that's a big no. The Florida Panthers, same thing. They're going to make the playoffs every single year. The Minnesota Wilds, now they got a bunch of young players over there. The Wild, interesting. Let's see what we got. So if we went draft picks here, I go, whoa. Why do these change? Why does it change? My God. If I go a draft pick there, go a draft pick there, and then I get some medium elite players. Keep it Harju, Urov. Look at these guys, man. A 78 overall, low elite, 22 years of age. Danila Urov. I don't even know who this guy is, man, but there you go, right? So you get your young prospect, 22. You get your 2 first rounders. So you could do Dallas. You could do Minnesota. Let's keep it going just to see who the players are, the teams are. Nashville, no. New Jersey, they're a buyer, but they're below 500. They're not going to do that. The Rangers below 500. The Ottawa Senators, ladies and gentlemen, are they all in, right? They got some cap space. Let's see, who could I take from them, man? Stutzel, Sanderson. What does their blue line look like? Hang on a second. Sanderson, Chabot, Jensen, Artem Zub, Spence. Yeah, they could use it. I could take this guy, Yakmachuk. Offensive defenseman, drafted 7th overall in 2024. Ooh, that could be interesting. Although I still think Ottawa's more of a young team rather than going all in for something, right? I think Minnesota, Dallas. Dallas is probably still the best bet, right? So he doesn't want to go there. Let me just find the buyer teams. The Tampa Bay Lightning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they do want him. Oh, but Anderson doesn't want to go to Tampa, so that's not going to work. The Toronto Maple Leafs, ladies and gentlemen. I think Toronto would love a right-handed defenseman. All right, Anderson, hang on a second here. Hang on a second. Problem with the Leafs is they don't have any of their first rounders, right? And do they have any young players that we would want on this team? Any medium elites? Matt Nyes, I could take Easton Cowan. I don't want it. They're not going to do that. No, I still think Dallas would be the best bet right here. Conservative buyer. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what do you think about trading away Rasmus Anderson to Dallas? A team that has made the conference finals 2 years in a row. They're clearly all in, and they got a bunch of contracts coming up this year, so they're not going to be able to keep it together. I think Dallas makes a lot of sense right here, right? So if we were going to trade Rasmus Anderson, There you go. He's up there. My base level right here, okay? My base level. First, do they want any players that have bad contracts to come back? Sam Steele. All right, so they want to get rid of Sam Steele's 2.1. I would take that on just to free up the cap space. Now, Dallas would be over the league maximum salary cap. I would also be willing to retain half the money right here, all right? Make this trade go through. Now, hang on a second. Hang on a second. So you got Sam Steele in there, right? The next thing I want a first rounder from this year. Can't get a first rounder from the current year, but you know what? I'll take a first rounder. Oh, they traded the 2028 first rounder away as well. Maybe Dallas isn't the team. Maybe Dallas isn't the team. I'd have to take it in 2029 right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then let me see what we got in terms of prospects. Harley Robertson, Wyatt Johnston, Emil Hemming. Here we go, 19 years of age. I'll throw him in there. Maverick Bork, 23. He'd probably stay there with that team. Stranges, Schmid. They really don't have price, so it's going to look like something like that. It's going to look something like that, man. I don't know. You got to wait a long time for that 2029 first rounder. Dallas might reload by then. Okay, so I am going to do some power of video editing. I'm going to talk it over with all my scouts. We're going to figure out which trade makes the most sense. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What are you guys saying? Yak. What are you guys saying? Yak from Calgary. What are you guys saying? Yak from Calgary. I don't even know what you guys are saying. You guys are spamming shit in the chat, not making any sense, man. Red light abort. Jets or Minnesota. Ottawa makes more sense. Now, you got to think about the teams that are okay with him not coming back. Ottawa's still a young team, man. Oh, Yakmachuk. I see it. Well, why would they want to do that? See, to me, Ottawa would want to hold on to all those guys. I don't think Ottawa would be in that. Dallas makes more sense. Minnesota makes sense with Kirill Kaprizov, right? So hang on a second. Let's see what we could do from the Minnesota Wild. So I want the first rounder from this year. Want the first rounder from next year. In fact, I'll take the first rounder not from this year. I'll take the first rounder from next year and the year after that. All right? That way, because they're going to be a good team this season if I trade them there. And then back the other way. Hang on a second. Faber, Boldy, Kiviharju. Low elites. I'll take these two, man. And then do you want me to take on any contracts? Because will that work? Hang on. Let me just see. Rasmus Anderson. Calgary would have more than 45 skaters under contract. Hang on. Figure this out. Kirkland. Klapka. I just need somebody. These are all NHL players. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Kuznetsov, Bean, Pospisil. Jeez, let me just send in somebody else. Tolola. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it works. All right, what do you guys think about that, man? Ottawa tried to trade for Anderson in real life, Johnny. Yeah, but that in real life, it's different, guys. Like, he doesn't want to extend, so he's more than likely going to free agency, right? What do you guys think? Red light? Red light? Red lights they're saying, man. Johnny, you're never getting 2 firsts for Anderson. I disagree. In this game, he's a legit top-line defenseman. You guys got to stop with your real-life crap. He's got X factors. He's a two-way defender. He's 29 years of age. He's got 5-star defense. He can absolutely help out any team, man. Out east, John. We want Kessel from Dallas. Ottawa or Montreal, John? All right. Well, let me see about Ottawa. Montreal... They're a conservative buyer, and they don't want him, so that's not going to work. Ottawa. All right, Ottawa. I mean, you guys are crazy if you want Yakmachuk. Don't we already have Zane Perrick? What are you guys talking about? You guys want everybody. So you want another right-handed offensive defenseman when we already have one. Drafted in the same year, essentially, right? John, Ottawa drafted Hensler last year. Look at Utah or the Wild's defense. I can't take anything from Utah, man. Nah, this is a dumb trade, man. Johnny, he's an Alberta boy. But this doesn't make any sense for Ottawa. Why would they fast forward when they have this guy on his way? Their blue line is already looking pretty good as well. Like 1, 2, no. For me, Ottawa doesn't make any sense, guys. They're a younger team. I mean, I can get Jordan Spence, and so it's just an upgrade from them. I could take on first rounder from next year, the year after that, and then let's see if another prospect that they have. Pinto, top 6, top 4. Hensler, there you go. That's the guy, right, that you guys were talking about. Hensler, there you go. So there you go. There's that trade right there. Do you guys want that? Did the Oilers want him? Oilers did want him, but there was nothing really coming back, and they traded away all their first. I want 2 first-rounders for him, man. Fleecing the AI. Anderson is going to help a team win a Stanley Cup, guys. I'm not taking away their best pieces. I'm taking away prospects or draft picks because the team is ready to go. They're ready to start winning. Those are going to be late first-rounders, the team hopes, man. All right, so Anderson to Boston, Johnny. Nope, not doing that. We don't need another offensive defenseman, Johnny. I'm just trying to take their worst defenseman back, man. First and a third, max. Hell no, I'm getting 2 firsts. I can also add a little bit more to this. Jets, Minnesota. Yeah, all right. So it doesn't seem like we're all going to agree on something. Let me just go look at it again. Fire. Not you. Vancouver. You can always. Nah, I don't want to trade him to our division. Might be a big pain in the ass. Vancouver might be all in though because they're looking for a partner to play alongside of Quinn Hughes. I could take Willander from them. I could take. Is that it? Yeah. And then draft picks. Take next year's. And take next year's. Something like that, right? Now that's not gonna go through. I'm gonna need more. So for me, it's Vancouver. They're actually looking decent. Now, we know they simulate well. Fleece the Canucks. Green light. New Jersey, Johnny. New Jersey's got like 8 defensemen. They don't need anything, man. They don't need anything. And they're below 500 this year, so I'm not going to do that. Dallas. I got to be honest with you guys, man. I think Minnesota was the team that makes the most sense. I think Minnesota is the team that makes the most sense. The reason being is they are all in with Kirill Kaprizov, and they still have a bunch of defensemen that if they lose Rasmus Anderson, it won't hurt them, right? Because they still have Brock Faber locked up 8 years. They still have Spurgeon, their captain, for another 2, but they got, who is it? Jiricek on his way up. Zach Buium on the way up, right? Now, honestly, I think Minnesota's a good one. I think Minnesota's a good one here. So hang on. Let me see what I got. Rasmus Anderson. All right. So, Mini will also give me the draft picks that I need. There you go. Do they need me to take on any bad contracts? Let me see. No, they're good there. I could take some top 9 players. Yeah, I could do that. Hang on a second. All skaters. And who else? Yeah, this Urov guy. I would just take their 2 low elites, essentially. Take their 2 low elites, all right? Just like that. Calgary would have more than 45 players in the organization. So let me see what this team looks like right now, okay? When it comes to their playoff chances. They got the goaltender in Gustafsson. That looks good. Defensively, they got Faber. They got Spurgeon. Rasmus Anderson's going to be their 3rd right-handed defenseman. That's good. Brodin and Middleton. So they're going to have 5 good defensemen on this team. Not going to take their 2 young stud defensemen. That's the replacements for the future. All right. And then forward core, they got Kaprizov. They got Boldy. They got Zuccarello. They got Eriksson Ek. They got Rossi. They got Hartman. They got Tarasenko, Johansson, Foligno. There's 3 lines. And then the 4th line, they could maybe use some 4th liners on this team. So what else would you want from me? Hang on a second. Who else would you want from me? Blake Coleman. Interesting. No, he doesn't want to go there. Sharon Govich, Ball. Farabee, Bean, Pospisil. Lomberg. Hansig. Yeah, you know what? It would just be one of these guys here. Lomberg. There it is. There it is. And then we'll say 2027 and 2028 because we're getting the chance at some draft lottery selections. We'll hand up our 2/3 in 27 and 28 so that they still get draft picks, all right? So that's what I'm looking at here, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a winger, we're getting a defender, we're getting 2 chances at the draft lottery, and we're getting Rasmus Anderson off the team. Now, I will read what you guys have to say. Drop a 3rd. I'm putting 2/3 in there to help out a little bit. This is a fleece. Winnipeg makes more sense. Why does Winnipeg make more sense, man? Minnesota was there too. All right, hang on. Let me go see Winnipeg just to be sure. Winnipeg. All right, so they're buyers also. Defensively, Winnipeg's got Morrissey, Pionk, DeMello, so Anderson. They got Luke Shen. They'll have 4 righties on Winnipeg if they do that. Let me see their draft picks. I'll take this year's or next year's. I'll take that one as well. And then I need some prospects. What do you guys got for me? I can get Jaeger in there. I can get Barlow in there. Top 6. Chiprikov. I'll take those 2 guys. All right. So, I mean, you guys got to decide. Either it's Winnipeg or it's Minnesota. I think I'd go with Minnesota just because when I did my 10-season simulations, Kyle Connor's pretty damn good. Hellebuck's pretty damn good. Like, they usually do well, the Winnipeg Jets, man. I like the Minnesota Wild one a lot more. I really do. Winnipeg, I don't know if they'd want to do this as well. Minnesota, it makes sense because they're all in with Kaprizov, and I'm not... Even if they lose Rasmus Anderson, they still got young defenders. I'm not taking those young defenders. I'm taking like their 3rd best prospect defender and taking a forward who's low elite, man. No, it doesn't. Minnesota is the better trade. Yeah, I agree. I think we're going to go Minnesota here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to go Minnesota. So let's try this again. Minnesota Wild. Fucking stupid. Everyone gets so angry, man. You guys got to calm the fuck down. Holy shit. All right, there you go. So we'll do that. Defenseman. Anderson. Very nice. We also got to send back somebody else that they wanted, like a forward that they wanted. Kirkland's. I'll just send them. Hell, man, they want all these bums back here, man. Let me tell you. I'll just give them Lomberg. Yeah, there you go. You're off. Kiwi, how are you? There it is. And then, also... So should I do this to make sure I'm not fleecing? Should I give up my 2 seconds? So it's essentially I'm moving my seconds up into the late first with the chance at the draft lottery. How about that? How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Last time you traded to Minnesota for first-round picks, it ended pretty well. A second and a third, I can do. Anderson's got some pretty good value, man. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not fleecing the game. I'm giving up a lot for this. I'm giving up a lot, man. You're still fleecing? How am I fleecing? You guys are not giving. You guys are thinking about Rasmus Anderson in real life, not what this Rasmus Anderson can do for a team. Minnesota could win a Stanley Cup this year, man. Then it's all worth it. I'm not taking any of their roster players away. I'm taking future picks, but they're all locked in right now with Kirill Kaprizov. And they could also extend Anderson if they want to bring it back, right? So I will read your comments, but I think we're going to be going through with this one, man. This one is fair. That's like 10 spots. Terrible. Well, it's 10 spots, but also if they miss the playoffs, it could be a draft lottery selection. There's got to be a little bit for me, right? So I'm getting these 2 low elites, and I'm getting the chance at a draft lottery. Thirds, so if I go to do the thirds instead, get William Johnny. No, I'm not going to take, that's the whole point. I don't want to take those guys from them. I don't want to take their top guys, all right? So 2/3 then, like that. 2/3, so you get an Anderson, a top 2 defenseman. Lomberg is just thrown in there to help out, and they're giving me 2 prospects and 2 firsts, and they're moving up. Seconds were fair. The seconds were fair. Okay. Second and a third. Jesus. All right, I'll add in a 4th for this year as well, all right? 2/3 and a 4th, and Rasmus Anderson for 2 firsts, you're off, and Kivi Hariju. How is that? Oh, retain 50%. Right, I got to retain 50% on Anderson, just so they have even more flexibility to make some more moves. Yep, forgot about that. All right, Lomberg is... Yeah, I'll retain money on Lomberg as well. Actually, you know what? I don't know how many salary retains I got. Lomberg is fine. You know what? Let me take Lomberg out of there and just give them my cheapest freaking forward here. Who's the cheapest? Kirkland. Kirkland can go. There you go, because he's not going to cost them anything. All right. Save retain for Coleman. Yeah, I know. My mind just switched to that. All right. We have discussed it long enough. We're never going to all agree on something. Do I have the green light? This is respectable. This is respectable. Rossi, guys, I'm not putting Rossi in there. I'm not taking the... If we're giving them Rasmus Anderson, they're going for a Stanley Cup, meaning I cannot take back any of their overall... Rossi's 85. They need him. What would be the point of acquiring an 88 overall defenseman by giving up your depth center? They are not giving up any roster players. Yurov maybe is on the 4th line. They're not giving up any roster players, and they're going for it, all right? And they're going to have tons of They have $5 million to still go for it. Second and a third, they need a forward. They got Kirkland. They can go get their own forwards, man. They had 9 forwards on that team. They're giving them their defensemen. Green light, Johnny. All right, let's bring it back. All right, here we go. All right, Calgary, we spent a long time discussing with the live stream scouts. We had a lot of different teams. Ottawa was in there. Dallas was in there. But I think we all agreed on the Minnesota Wild, right? Now, this trade has a lot of moving pieces. We are trading Rasmus Andersson to Minnesota. Now, he might go to free agency. The Minnesota Wild are a team that if they lose out on Rasmus Andersson, it doesn't hurt them for the future. Now, they lose out on their first rounders, but they still have Buium. They still have Jiricek coming up in the system. And I'm not taking them from them. Brock Faber is 23 years of age, right? They got Brodin, Spurgeon, Middleton. They still have 3 top-tier young defensemen on this team, and I'm not taking any of their roster forward. So they are all in for a Stanley Cup run this year, and I'm getting their first rounder for next season and the year after that. Now, the whole point of doing this is I'm hoping that they have a bad season. If they have a great season, then these picks don't become much, but I'm also giving them 3rd rounders in those same years. So it's not like they're losing out on draft picks. They're basically just trading down, and I'm trading up. Best case scenario for Minnesota, they make the playoffs both years, and those draft picks are not that big of a deal. I'm taking a chance with them missing the playoffs either next year or the year after that. We're also getting these 2 young prospects, Danila Yurov. He is low elite, 2-way forward, a created player, not drafted in this universe, and Kivi Harju, baby, low elite as well. So no roster players taken from the Minnesota Wild. We're giving up 3 draft picks, 2/3 and a 4th from this season just to even it out. Rasmus Andersson at 50% retained, and Kirkland just as a depth forward. Ladies and gentlemen, my very first trade for the Calgary Flames. Will it go through? Trade accepted. Bang! I told you that Rasmus Andersson trade value was way too high, man. And it's begun, Calgary. The rebuild for the Flames is now underway. Bang, baby, bang. So, goaltenders. Let me see who I'm bringing up now for the defensive core. We got Kivi Harju. You got to be sent down to the minors there, buddy. So he's going to be sent down to junior or the minors. We're going to bring up Pahal. All right, there you go. No waivers, no juniors, so that's good. Move him up. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then forwards, I got to bring up somebody because we got rid of, it wasn't Lomberg, it was the other guy. I forget his name. Hunt. I just need somebody who, 30 years of age. There you go. Hunt, come on up here, man. So we got some line changes to do, but we also have another trade to make, Blake Coleman, all right? So I'm not going to worry about the line changes right now. Let me just go to Phil. You know what? I'll just go best lines. We can do this all over again because we are in full-on rebuild mode now, all right? So Rasmus Andersson traded to the Minnesota Wild. I'll show you what their blue line looks like now. Hang on a second. Defensively, that looks like a Stanley Cup winning blue line. Faber, Anderson, Spurgeon, Brodin, Middleton. They got 5 guys now that they can use. And forwards, Kaprizov, Boldy, Zuccarello, Eriksson Ek, Rossi, Hartman. In fact, I can show you guys what this looks like from the edit line screen, right? Let me just see what the Minnesota Wild look like now with Rasmus Andersson on that team. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. We spent a lot of time discussing each and every single team, all right? I know for edited YouTube, it might look a little bit different, but that forward core, they got X factors. It's looking nice. They got the 94 overall, right? And defensively, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Rasmus Andersson bringing those X factors alongside of Jonas Brodin, a veteran first line. Are those both Swedish players as well? Hell yeah, maybe a defensive tandem for the Olympics upcoming as well. So there you go. Jared Spurgeon pushed down to that freaking 3rd line. They got a good team. They got a goaltender. The Minnesota Wild going for a Stanley Cup. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And next up, we're going to trade away Blake Coleman right here as well. Now, hang on a second. Where is it? Where is it? Fine trade. Let's see what teams are interested in Blake Coleman, if there are any, that is. Hang on a second. Coleman. He's got a modified no trade clause. Only 2 teams interested. 1 team interested. The Buffalo Sabres? Hang on. They're not a buying team. Sellers? Oh, crap, man. We might want to hold on to Blake Coleman until the trade deadline. Let me do my due diligence. Power of video editing. All right, let's see if we can find a buying team. I mean, there's plenty of buying teams here. We got to find a team that wants him, that's clearly in the playoffs, all right? I mean, the Colorado Avalanche, they're looking good. The Dallas Stars, we could still get something over there from Dallas. Coleman for, hang on a second. Coleman for Sam Steele, right? Dallas would be over the league maximum salary cap. But he's got 2 years left. No, Dallas can't do that. Dallas has got a... They can't take anyone with more than 1 year with all the contracts they got coming up. I can't do that to them. I can't do that to them, man. Can't do that to them. Blake Coleman. All right, let's try to find it here. A team that wants him. Oh, my God. It's so annoying. Ooh, Blake Coleman back to New Jersey. How about that? Coleman to New Jersey. That could work, although they're below 500, that team. That's going to mess around with things. Same thing with the Rangers. What about Blake Coleman to Ottawa? Here we go. Here we go, Ottawa. Here we go, right? They're picking up somebody who's got some term left, so he's not going to hurt. I can retain half of that for you. All right, I wouldn't mind holding on to Blake Coleman's contract for another year. After all, we are going to be tanking, so the salary cap is not going to be that big of an issue. Let's see. What does Ottawa have? What do they need? All that good stuff. So hang on a second. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd be their 6th best forward right now. And then they got the third line, Zetterlund, Pinto, and Ridley Gregg. Perron, Amadio, and Eller. Yeah, that would actually fill out their forward core real nice. Johnny, do not give up the retain. I mean, yeah, technically I don't have to with them. That's fair. Blake Coleman. All right, so who do we got coming back the other way, ladies and gents? Who do we got? Hensler. There we go, defenseman. Yep, they keep Yakmachuk, but they give us Logan Hensler. There you go. There's one. All right, Coleman. I think that's all I'm going to get. That's all I'm going to get. Johnny, Ottawa doesn't need him. I disagree with that. I'll see if I can get a second, or Hensler in a third. What do you guys think about that one, ladies and gentlemen? So happy you made that wild trade. Such a good trade. Yeah, I told you. Oh, whoa. I almost hit. Whoa. Back to the Lightning, Johnny. I think that's a good one to try out. They're going for it. They're trying to get some veteran talent. And I'm not taking Yakmachuk in a 3rd rounder. They got other draft picks in there. Green? Is Yakmachuk an option on Ottawa again? He's not there. No, they're not looking to give him up. All right. We're going to bring it back here. I like this one. I like this one right here. All right, here we go. Eat Perron? No, only if they want to give him up. Only if they want to give him up. All right, Calgary. So, again, searching around the NHL, we almost were considering trading Rasmus Anderson to Ottawa, but they were a young team, and I wasn't going to take Yakmachuk from them. I mean, it would have been great for us, but why would the young Ottawa Senators give up a player like this, another offensive defenseman, right? But a team that's in a playoff hunt, why not get a depth forward that would be the 6th best forward on their team? It would allow Zetterlund, Pinto, and Ridley Gregg to be on their 3rd line. They could actually use a body right here and go on a run, right? And that's not going to cost them too much. So I'm going to target Hensler, drafted, I think, last year. I don't know when. 6'3", two-way defender, right-handed. I like that. And a 3rd rounder from this season, all right? Now, I don't think this is going to go through. That's a bit much, but we're going to try it. Will Blake Coleman be enough for Hensler and a 3rd rounder? Trade rejected. All right, so that is not going through, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting some hardball right now. Let's see, is there anything else I could trade away? Anything that I want to trade away? Not really. I want to hold on to all these guys, so we're not going to do that. So we're not going to get the 3rd rounder. That's clear. I might be able to get that straight up. Let's try to get a 4th rounder. A 4th rounder from next year, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, you forgot to retain. No, I don't need to retain on Coleman because their salary cap is fine, and they have their roster then. This is fun. It's not going to hurt them long time, man. Although, you know what? Hang on a second. So let me just see with the contract situation how many salary retention contracts I've already had, right? I've already retained 2 salaries. Now, if I do that again, I won't be able to trade away Huberdeau, Kadri. No, you know what? I'm just going to trade Coleman without retaining any salary, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need to do that, and they can make it work. I don't want to have a problem of not being able to retain Nazem Kadri for next year. Ask Kadri to waive. We're going to be trading Kadri away next season, all right? Or in the offseason, not right now. All right, so let me just get this going again. So we're going to try a 4th rounder for next year. We're going to bring back Hensler. There it is. And going back for the Ottawa Senators is going to be, hang on, Coleman. All right, so the 4th rounder and Hensler straight up for Coleman. Will it go through, ladies and gentlemen? Trade rejected. All right, so I can't even get a 4th rounder for this. I might not even get Hensler straight up, right? So Coleman not really giving us a lot of value back. Let's try to get Hensler and a 5th for Blake Coleman. Will it go through? Trade reject. Oh, my God. All right, Blake Coleman. Do I want to get Blake Coleman for Hensler, or do I want draft picks? Well, I want to just get my own draft picks here, because instead of doing this, we could just do this. Like, I just get like a 3rd rounder for this year and a 3rd rounder for next year, right? So what do you guys want? Do you guys want Hensler, or do you guys want the draft picks? I will let you guys choose. Skaters matching the block. I'm not going to get Hensler back, so let me just get one of these guys. There you go. Yeah, I can just get the 2/3 then. What do you guys think about that? Hensler, you guys want Hensler. You guys want the draft pick. Look at these guys, man. They can't figure it out. The only thing about the draft picks is we could get like a medium elite player, right? Hensler, I mean, is the dime a dozen, medium top 4. We're going to get a lot of those players, right? We probably can already get a bunch. So you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go for the 2/3 rounders, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Coleman for 2/3 rounders from the Ottawa Senators. Will it go through? Bang! And it just went through. So we got good value right there. On behalf of the Ottawa Senators organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. All right, so some draft picks there, ladies and gentlemen, and those draft picks could be used to acquire Tej Ginla, right? So that is what I'm thinking. Who did I bring back on the team? Who can be sent down? Borgo, you can stay up here, buddy. We are freaking tanking now, let me tell you. So let me just go best lines. We'll come back here and edit our own lines. I do want to see what the Ottawa Senator lines look like right now with their acquisition of Blake Coleman. Ottawa Senators. So you got Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, Claude Giroux, Coleman now on the 2nd line, so they can really utilize him. 3rd line, oh yeah, they got a team. They got depth on this squad, and they got a blue line with some X factors, right? So that is what the Ottawa Senators have done. And ladies and gentlemen, Calgary Flame fans, we are officially in rebuild mode. So let me go ahead and edit all the lines, and we'll do another month of simulation. All right, what do you guys think? Out of 10, those 2 trades, what do you guys think, man? Had to make it. Had to make it. There was no perfect freaking trade out there, right? I didn't fleece any computers. I didn't do anything dumb. We got 2 firsts. We got 2/3. We got, and 2 prospects, right? 2 firsts, 2/3, 2 prospects for Anderson and Blake Coleman, man. I'll take it. Anderson, 6 out of 10, unfair. We'll see what... You guys will see if Minnesota makes the playoffs, if they win the President's Trophy 2 more years in a row and I don't get a good pick, then it was a great trade for them. If I win the draft lottery because of them, yeah, that was great for us. But we'll see, right? We will see. All right, so now it's time to go into tank mode. All right, so Coronado. All right, so Honzig, first line, buddy. Honzig with Kadri and Huberdeau. Backlund, Frost, we're going to move you up. Farabee. I got to do all the lines again. Yurov. Are we going to play Yurov? Yeah, I'm going to play him. 2nd line. Frost, Zeri, and Yurov. All right, there you go. So, ladies and gents, we are freaking playing our young guns now. Klapka, Sharon Govich, you're going to move up there to the 3rd line. There you go. Johnny, rest Wolf every single game. I'm going to rest Wolf against the teams that have less points than us, all right? I don't want to rest Wolf because I want him to grow. He's got that high elite. We got to make sure that we play him. Kevin Ball is back. I didn't even realize that. Kevin Ball is back in the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, but we are putting Zane Perrick alongside of Mackenzie Weegar. There it is. Ball and Bean back together. There it is. Power play. Kadri, Huberdeau, Zeri, Perrick. Sure, Perrick, you can play, bud. I need Uyghur and Perrick out there. Kadri and Hanzig. There it is. There it is. You guys want to friggin' tank Hanzig and Perrick on my first line power play. There it is, man. You wanted it. You get it. That looks all good. Penalty kill. Backlund, Pospisil. Yeah. Kadri, Lomberg. Yeah. Zeri and Frost. Yeah, that's fun. Don't really care about the penalty kill right now. We can go into autopilot now. I don't care. We are tanking this year. And Dustin Wolf. And my scratch players, I'm going to have to send someone down when Coronado comes back from injury. We got Bourgault, who is a right winger. Pahel is a right defenseman. I got no center. Oh, well. Oh, well. It doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter what we're trying to do, right? We are tanking, so whatever happens, happens. And then I just need to make sure that Bishop is out and Misa is in there. And we also got to make sure that Kibi Harju is playing. So I got to find the oldest defenseman that we have. This guy, Sisik. And I will get Kibi Harju in there. All right, there you go. All right, is there anything else? Or can we get back to the simulating? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Create new file. Beautiful. You're good? You're good, Johnny. Get back to it. All right, we're getting back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We got 9 viewers on Kick. We got 9 viewers on Kick. Let's go, Kick. If you're watching right now on Kick, make sure you follow. You don't want to miss any live streams going forward. Got to slowly build it up. And if you're freaking watching on YouTube right now, I got over 1,000 viewers on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on all notifications. What the hell are you doing? Help a brother out, man. There we go. Johnny, 2 audios right now? What do you mean? 2 audios right now. That shouldn't be there. No, we're looking good. We're looking good. Are we all right? Are we all right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm ready to continue. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2. We're good, dude. All right, let's go. Appreciate it, Andy Millette on YouTube. I sorry for missing that. Helicopter, attack helicopter. What the fuck? All right, let's go. Let's bring it back. Here we go. All right, Calgary, I pulled the trigger on the tank season. It's official halfway through. Rasmus Anderson, Gonzo Alonso to Minnesota. Cole, Blake Coleman, Gonzo Alonso to the Ottawa Senators. And that means the Calgary Flames looking a lot different, right? So it's a 2-step process here. We are now developing our younger players by playing them higher up in the lineup, which is going to hurt our ability to simulate well. So Hanzig's on the first line. Yurov, who we acquired from the Minnesota Wild, he's on the second line now, right? Our forward core looking weak. Zane Perrick, he's on the first line with Mackenzie Uyghur, ladies and gentlemen. You wanted me to play him? There you go, right? In the power play, look at this. Hanzig and Perrick both playing there on the first line power play. We got no Matt Coronado right now because he's injured. He's going to be injured for a while. Got to get through this month. We're going to see how we simulate now. It'd be hilarious. Be hilarious if all of a sudden we start winning games. But there's also something else I can do. Coaching staff, right? Huska, you're not doing bad, buddy, but it's time to fire some coaches. I'm going to fire our assistant coach, all right? You're terrible. Our penalty kill has been trash. Shane Guerra, get the F off my team. Thank you very much. And goalie coach, well, we want to continue to develop, what's his name? Dustin Wolf, so he's not going anywhere. We still got to keep our head coach. I want to keep my associate coach. He's got to have A- for teaching. That will help out our younger players, but by firing our assistant coach, maybe that makes our penalty kill that much worse, right? I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, right? When it comes to, I just want to show you one more thing. When it comes to our trade situation, or our draft pick situation, take a look at this. So we got Calgary and Vegas from this year. If Vegas can have a bad season, maybe 2 chances at Gavin McKenna, and we are turning this one into a hopefully 5-9. I want to finish somewhere between the bottom 5, or no, sorry, between 5 in the bottom and 9 in the bottom, right? Then we can maybe win that draft lottery. And for next year, I got Calgary and the Minnesota Wild. The year after that, Calgary and the Minnesota Wild. So for the next 3 years, we got 6 first-round picks. Will they be draft lottery picks? I don't know. But there you go, right? It begins, Calgary. it begins. So let's simulate to the next game, and let's get ahead with this, all right? The Nashville Predators with the new look Calgary Flames. What do we got? Morgan Frost is available to play in the next game. Let's go. And that is a 2-1 loss. Just cannot score, but that's good, right? We want regulation wins. So let's get the regulation win rally going, man, or regulation loss rally going. The Seattle Kraken up next. They're having a great season, and we beat them 3-1. Let's go, man. Up next, the Montreal Canadiens, back-to-back, original season, a 5-1 win. What in the hell? Now all of a sudden we're going to start winning games? Look, this is what happens in this game. 5-1 loss. Regulation losses, man. Regulation losses, man. Johnny, Basha and Potter in the AHL, Johnny. What are you talking about, the AHL? Hang on. They're yelling at me to read the chat. Basha and who? What, Basha? What are you talking about? What are you doing? Basha and Potter in the AHL. What are you talking about? This guy. What? I got to focus. He's playing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're just yelling shit out. Like, read the chat. Bash. He is fucking playing. What are you talking about? Scratch players. Basha. 68 overall. I don't give a fuck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue our simulation. Up next, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins, 19-19-4. Let's see what we got. A 5-1 loss against Boston. We just keep going back and forth, man. Shootout win, loss. Overtime win, loss. I want to get those regulation losses up there. Come on. So let's get a weekend at a time, all right? The Columbus Blue Jackets, Chicago, and the New York Islanders, ladies and gentlemen. We are 22. We're getting above 500 now. Overtime loss. There you go. There is a regulation loss. Matvei Gridin has been injured with injured ribs down there in the AHL. I'll just go replace player. There you go. The New York Islanders, and that's a loss. Replace player down there in the AHL. All these young guns will get the chance to play as injuries come in. Next up, the New Jersey Devils. All right, where are we sitting in the standings? We're falling. 47. Yeah, we're 6 points ahead. Keep on falling, ladies and gentlemen. Pittsburgh, they're a decent team. We got to find the teams that are having real bad seasons and basically put in our backup against them, right? So, yeah, let's just get to the end of the month right here, ladies and gents, and see what we got. The New Jersey Devils, there's a 6-4 loss. Matvei Gridin is back, but you've been replaced, buddy. There you go. We got our AHL talent. There you go. 4 regulation losses in a row. Another shootout, right? We're winless in like 7 now or something. Up against the Anaheim Ducks. There's another regulation loss. Come on. The Minnesota Wild with Rasmus. Yes, baby. And the last game of the month of January, ladies and gents, up against the San Jose Sharks. Let's see what we got. And that's going to be a 3-2 win. All right. So we got the Olympic break up next. We got the trade deadline. In fact, you know what? We will just simulate all the way here to the trade deadline. I don't have to stop it right here. But with the trade deadline, I want you guys to be able to chime in for any potential comments, right? So the plan now is to tank without question. If you guys have any other suggestions on how we can tank more, go ahead, let me know. But I'm not going to do stupid things like scratching Dustin Wolf, right? If you guys want to fire Huska, our head coach, we can do that. But he had a pretty good contract, right? And now Matt Coronado is back in the lineup. So that's going to help out our simulation a little bit. Hang on a second. Who do I got to send down? I got to send down a forward. So let's see who our worst forward is. Borgo, there you go, buddy. If someone team wants to grab him, go ahead. I don't care. Hanzig, Urov. Let me get Lomberg out of there. Let me just put Matt Coronado back in. You know what? If Coronado gets injured again, that's not a bad thing. Oh, man, I'm turning into an evil GM. There you go. He's fully healed. I know he's on the 4th line. We'll make the change. That's a 5-1 win over the San Jose Sharks and a 5-3 loss up against the LA Kings. All right, so trade deadline is up next. We're going to save the trade deadline and the playoffs and the draft lottery for the next video, but we got some due diligence to take care of right now, right? So any more potential trades, ladies and gentlemen, you need to go nuts and you need to let me know. So team stats, right? We know we're going to be terrible now. When it comes to the entire league, all right? If I sort by place, The worst team in the NHL, the Utah Mammoth. They have 52 points in 59 games played. We are at 54, and we have a game in hand, right? So we're right down there. Now, what should we be aiming for? I kind of want to win a few more games, to be honest. I don't want to get the worst team in the NHL, because then we're going to fall back to 3, right? What's the magic number, ladies and gentlemen? What should we be aiming for? We're clearly a tanking team right now, which is good for us. Let's see, the best team in the NHL, the Edmonton Oilers, right? The Minnesota Wild, 20-7, so they're clearly going for a Stanley Cup. And the Ottawa Senators, 33-23, they're going for a Stanley Cup as well. So things are working out the way we need them to. Oh, shit, hang on. I forgot about Vegas. What about Vegas? 33-25-1, sitting third in our division. Now, they got a lot of regulation losses. If they can continue to lose those games in regulation, I mean, Vancouver could pass them. San Jose, maybe. What about the Central? Is there tough? Oh, yeah. Winnipeg in the Central. St. Louis in the Central. Dallas in the Central, right? Nashville, I don't think so. I need these 5 teams to play well, and then I need Vancouver to pass Vegas, and we might have 2 chances at Gavin McKenna, right? Now, you got to be like top 11 to move up to the first selection, but still, it could also be the Tij Aginla trade bait that we need if we don't get Gavin McKenna. So keep your eyes on Vegas. Keep your eyes on Calgary. Let's take a look at our player stats. Everything's going to be horrible right now. There's Kadri season. All right, +2, not bad. Huberdeau season. Oh, man. Connor Zary season. Frost. I mean, Coronado, 20 and 30 games played. He's missed a big chunk because of those injuries, man. Let's see Urov playing here for Calgary. 9 points in 18 games played. Let's go, Danila Urov. I don't know if this guy's going to be good or not, but we're going to try it out. Defensively, Mackenzie Weegar, you're our guy now. Zane Perrick playing on the first line. His point totals have gone up, but that -11, it's going to happen, right? And what about Dustin Wolf? Dustin Wolf is now suffering with this losing streak, so it's like I can't cover all my bases. I want to do well enough so that Dustin Wolf doesn't drop off. I need him and that high elite to click in. He's only got like another year or 2, so I'm hoping that he jumps up to like 88 overall by next year, or he might lock in at medium starter. I don't know, man. That's a rough one. So let's take a look with due diligence and see what potentially is available around the NHL, all right? Anything and everything. You guys know who we have on the team. Who do we need? I'm going to sort by trade value, right? So, Radko Gudas, Alex Killorn, we don't need them. Zellers, top 9. We can get some depth on this team. Danforth, top 9. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Now, that's an interesting one. 5 years left at $4.8 million. 82 overall, but maybe you could turn him into something. Play him on the top line. Drive up his trade value and then trade him in a couple of years, right? Because that trade value for him is really low. Like, I could get him for like 2 AHL guys. They're trying to get rid of him essentially, right? Could be a pet project for us. Nobody on Chicago. Just some prospects. There you go. Top 4 in Colorado. Columbus. They got some veterans on that team. We're not going to acquire any of them. Sam Steele for Dallas, yeah. Detroit, yeah. See, all the teams that are looking to bolster their squad for the playoffs, these are the kind of players that are available right now. If we see like a freaking beast of a medium elite player, I'll go for it. But like, look, these are all rentals. We don't need that. Got some top 9 players, but we're not trading for that, right? That's why we didn't make that trade for the Ottawa defenseman. We just went with draft picks. I'll get those players on my own. But if there's like a medium elite, this guy, here you go from New Jersey. Oh, here we go. New Jersey has got a boatload of defensemen on the freaking table. First up, Simon Nemec, 2nd overall pick in 2022. There's a right-handed defenseman. That's interesting. They want to give him up. This guy, Siliev, drafted in 2025. They got a boatload of defensemen on this team. Holy crap. And Sean Casey, he's also an offensive defenseman, right-handed, right? So when I look at the New Jersey Devils, I see a team, what's their record? 23? Oh, man, they're terrible. But they're still a buying team. They believe in their roster. They got Dougie Hamilton, they got Luke Hughes, they got Brett Pesce, Siegenthaler, Dylan Kovacevic. I mean, these guys are all locked up. That's 6 defensemen right there. You got 7, 8, 9 with that other guy. 9. So I could take one of these defensemen off them. I wouldn't mind Simon Nemec. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind Casey. I wouldn't mind that other guy. But who could we trade? Let's just do a mock. Due diligence. This is the GM mode after all, right? We got to talk about this stuff. What do you guys think for Nemec, right? Kadri, Huberdeau, Coronado, Gridden, Backlund, our captain, Hanzig, Connor Zeri, Morgan Frost, Sharon Govich, Pospisil. There's definitely a trade there to be made. There's definitely a trade there to be made if we value Simon Nemec, if we want him, right? Let's keep on going. We've talked about that enough now. When it comes to the Islanders, yeah, some older players there with the Islanders. The Rangers, Malcolm Spence, right? Medium top 6. There you go. That's something. Hensler, we already looked him off. Rust, I'm looking for those real... The thing about Nemec was he's already in the 80 overall range, so he's already NHL capable. These guys are all rentals, Gauthier, Danford, Toronto, medium top 4. They're getting rid of all their prospects. Willander from the Vancouver Canucks. Connolly from the Vegas Golden Knights. They're all like medium top 6 or medium top 4. Medium top, Lambert, Barlow, medium top 6s. Yeah. So, what I see in year number 1, I don't see any medium elite prospects that are available. That'll happen in year 2, 3, 4, right? So, there's no huge trades that we can acquire, but Simon Nemec from the New Jersey Devils looks like a big, big piece for us. So, Calgary, we did it. We gave them a shot in year number 1. They just were not good enough. Goodbye, Rasmus Anderson to the Minnesota Wild. Goodbye, Blake Coleman to the Ottawa Senators. Hello, Simon Nemec from the New Jersey Devils. But if we're going to make that trade, who do we give up, right? The draft picks that we have for the next 3 years, 6 first-rounders, trying to win the draft lottery. And next year, I plan on trading away Kadri at salary retention. If I can get rid of Huberdeau salary retention, I'll do it. I want to have like 4 or 5 first-rounders for next year for the chance at Landon DuPont. So the next live stream is going to be this Monday. Same time, same place. Monday at 4 p.m. when we take it all the way to the NHL entry draft. Past the trade deadline. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs now, so we're tanking for Gavin McKenna. And I will see you guys there. All right. Good episode, ladies and gentlemen. Solid freaking episode. Is there anything that you guys want to see? Anything else? I am back into YouTube mode now. Let me just save this a bunch of times. All right. I know you guys want to see more. We probably could just simulate to the end of the season right now, but I need to see. And Simon Nemec being available. Also, every trade deadline, some new players just go up. I want a whole video dedicated to the trade deadline, right? You mean next Monday, you goof. What did I say? What did I say? I said next Monday, did I not? Johnny, could you sim to the deadline now? No, I'm not doing that, man. How long to the trade deadline? It's like 7 days. It's up next, man. Check stats for teams, maybe. I already showed you guys. What do you guys want to see? I showed you all the stats around the league, didn't I? Trade Coronado for Tej Aginla. This Monday. Did I not say? I said this Monday, didn't I? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Trade Basha, check their stats. Anderson and Coleman, you want to see their stats? All right. Let's take a look at their stats on their new teams, shall we? So, player stats. Calgary Flames. Sorry, not the Calgary Flames. The Minnesota Wild. There you go. Minnesota Wild defenseman Rasmus Anderson. Let's see what he's done on his new Well, I fleeced them, did I? I fleeced them, did I? Now you're just picking up a fucking stud of a defenseman for before the trade deadline, man. That's a great player. That is a great player that they just picked up, man. Damn, good for him. Yep. Will he re-sign there? That's going to be an interesting piece. And then the Ottawa Senators. Let's see Blake Coleman in here. Forwards. Coleman. There we go. Come on. Blake Coleman, well, he's depth, right? He's playoff depth. They already got their goal scoring on this team. Playoff depth. And it's not like they gave up a lot. They gave up 2/3 for him, right? So they just gave up 2/3. He's a depth piece. He'll kill off penalties. He's on the second line, John. Yikes. I know. I hear you. We're all over the place right now. But the good news, ladies and gentlemen, is that we made those, we acquired those draft picks, right? Those are big. So I'll just give you guys a few little things that you can look at. When it comes to our team, when it comes to all the highest trade value, right? Mackenzie Weegar's got incredible trade value, but no trade clause. Perek Kadri is going to be someone that I trade in the offseason for a first rounder in the upcoming draft, so I'm hoping to get at least 3 there. Uberdo, I don't think I can trade. Coronado, Backlund, I can't trade. Hanzig, Potter, like, yeah, it's going to be... We're going to have to sign somebody and then trade the... I think I might only get 3 first-round chances at a draft lottery, and if Minnesota makes the playoffs, it's not even going to happen, right? We don't have a lot of trade value. We don't have a lot of trade value, man. It's just the way it is. Could trade away Dustin Wolf, but nah, he's our guy. We're going to hold on to him. Let's take a look at the... Where is it? Progress reports. Hang on. There it is. Progress reports, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Dustin Wolf is growing. Zane Perek is growing. All right. Hanzig is growing. All right. So playing him on the first line might have helped him out a little bit there. And in the system, Suniev. Yeah, we're getting some growth. We're getting some growth. That's good. That's good to see, man. Johnny, how is Detroit so good? They're just simulating well, man. What can I say? The Detroit Red Wings, 33-23-4, but they're 1 point from being out of the playoffs, right? The Senators are there. The Canadians are there. It's a tight-ass division in the Atlantic, man. Let me tell you. All right. So I think we're good, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be live streaming our next GM mode commentary this Monday. All right, so I know it's Thursday, some time off, but I want to get some Be a Pro done. Be a Pro I got to get done either tomorrow or Sunday. Saturday, we're going to have the Toronto Maple Leafs. Who are the Leafs playing this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen? Who are we playing 2 days from now? Who are we playing? Is it Pittsburgh? The Habs? Oh, let's go, man. Montreal. All right, sounds good. Next Monday, you mean this Monday, Johnny? Oh, that's what I'm saying. Next Monday is 2 weeks from now. Okay, fine. You guys got me. Appreciate it. Ragnary Younger. What the hell are these names, man? Let's go, Kick. Let's go, man. We got some followers on Kick now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to do a little bit of a raid just so we can close this sucker off. I want to get into the habit of doing this for you. NHL 26, who is on right now? Who is on? Henrique is on. Old Man Gaming. Old Man Gaming, that's me. Let's do that. All right, so thank you, everyone, for showing up. Take it easy. The video will be edited and put up. We're going to go on our Discord right now and continue the conversation. Thanks for watching. And for the next GM mode, I will see you all Monday.